So what we have right now is essentially a slideshow. When I take my current time indicator and do what's called scrubbing through my video here, you can see each picture and title shows for 5 seconds. So what we need to do is make some very careful adjustments to the scale and the position of these different images. To do that, I've got my effect controls open. And I'm going to take my current time indicator and either move it all the way to the beginning or, more effectively, press the home key on your keyboard. Notice that the end key will take me to the very last frame of this 5 seconds, and the home key takes me to the front. We'll start off by keyframing by clicking on these little stopwatches. You can see anything that has a stopwatch can be keyframed, which means we can tell the computer at this point, the very first frame, I want the scale and the position of this image to look just like this. Now I'm going to press my end key and I'm going to change the scale. Now the most that we can zoom in is to 100%. We don't always want to go to 100, but that will be the most dramatic amount of change. So if I go back to the beginning and press my space bar, it's the same as clicking this little play button here, you will see it zooming in. Now by default, it's going to go to the very center of the screen, and that's going to look pretty boring after a while. So we also want to change the position. This is when you decide what is the focal point of the picture, what story are you trying to tell. To go to the end and be right on top of this same keyframe, I can use the end key, or I can use these keyframe jumpers is what I call them. So that's next keyframe and now previous keyframe. And you can see that it goes to the next one. And now I need to change my X position or my Y position and decide what I want to show. You can also do this by clicking on the word motion, and now I can click on the picture and I can move it where I want to. If I'm more interested in the ocean part of this, then I would probably move it over here. If my story is more about, hey, relaxing under the palm trees, I might choose this one. I'm going to go over here to the ocean and show. This is some good snorkeling out there. So now I like to go back and watch my little animation there. What story am I telling? Well, this is a beach in Honduras. And look at that water.